Hello! It's me, that divination witch. I hope you're doing well. I'm here to talk about my favourite person in the entire world, Hecate. And I've covered her a heck of a lot on this channel. And today, well, I'm going to talk about how to connect with her. If you are first starting out, if you're interested in her, you know, we've got a million videos on her, signs of her reaching out and things like this. But what about talking with her for the first time? What about connecting with her for the first time? I'm here to answer your question. Let's get into it. Hi, hello, my name's Sarah and I go by That Divination Witch online. I started off on TikTok posting readings. I've branched out here, sharing my journey, sharing information I've learned. I try and be as down to earth and practical as possible and realistic. If you like that, please subscribe. I've also got a link tree below if you want a reading from me. I've got an Etsy store and a Patreon now where both services I offer readings on. So if you're interested, check them out. I am assuming you are new at working with, worshipping, being interested in Hecate. Hecate is the goddess of witchcraft. She is the goddess of the restless dead, the goddess of liminal spaces, a goddess of transformation. She is amazing. She is divine. She is the divine feminine. And there is a lot of information about her online and in books and throughout history. And some of that information can be a bit intense. Some of it can make you feel fearful. I felt fearful when she reached out to me for the first time. I was afraid, and well, it's part of why I have this channel, to break the stigma that, look, she isn't this scary demon lady, she's just not. But you know, she does have this dark side to her because she is known as the Dark Mother. But what she's taught me is that darkness doesn't mean bad. And light doesn't always mean good either. The universe is made up of both. We need both. It's yin and yang, it's light and dark, it's balance. And that's what we need. So, you watching, I'm assuming you're new and Hecate is around you or you're interested in her. So what do you do next? How do you show your proper respects? First and foremost, be yourself. She would appreciate that more than anything in the entire world. You don't have to put on airs and graces. Yes, be polite. Be very polite, you know. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be an a-hole. Don't be immature and try and, you know, reach out to her for, I don't know, trying to control her for selfish reasons, for unjust reasons like cursing people and dark things like that when it's not justified. Be yourself. Be true to who you are, because ultimately, whether it's Hecate or Zeus or Odin or whoever, I feel like any deity would respect that the most. Be yourself. And the first thing you should do is to give her a candle. And Mother Hecate, in my personal experience, she doesn't like white candles. White candles have a purpose. You know, they do have a purpose. In candle magic, they can be used for literally like anything. But white is the opposite of Hecate. It is the light. It is the purity. And she has aspects of her that are like that. But if you're first starting out, I wouldn't suggest getting her a white candle. This is for Hecate. A black candle preferably. Or a candle that is purple, blue, grey, brown, like literally like red, any other colour. Just not white or really light colours. Now, further down the line, she may decide she will accept that from you. But as a first offering, as a first candle, I wouldn't personally go that road. I've learned that from experience because when I was a novice, I had this expensive candle, which was like French vanilla. It cost about 50 quid, something stupid. I was saving it for a special occasion. And when she first reached out and I was brand new to all of this, I thought, wow, that candle was so expensive, I'm going to give this to Hecate. The candle was white. It would not light for the sake of me, like it would just go out all the time. And I was thinking at first, oh, I've been ripped off. But no, it was Hecate. It didn't get through for a little while, but eventually I got her a different candle and I said, okay, well, I am taking this candle back and this is my candle now. And as soon as I said that, as soon as I said the candle was for me, it worked. It lit, no problem. And I used it. That is my experience. There are candles out there dedicated to Hecate that are white, and in some spell books they do say to use white candles, but in my experience, no. Next is to be kind of open with her. Ask her for signs. Now, if you know how to do divination, which is tarot, pendulum, psychic readings, you know, get a reading done. Do a reading with her. Meditate with her. Ask her for signs in your dreams. Ask her for signs in your everyday life, and she will bring the signs to you. For me, outside of divination, she does send signs. I'll put one on the screen if I remember. I was in the post office the other day. It was the most random thing. There was these Terry Pratchett special edition stamps, and one was this witch character, but who did she look like? Hecate. Like out the blue, just little tiny signs like that. Ask her for them. She will deliver. Research her. Now, that is a nuanced topic because, like I've said, there is a lot of conflicting information about her and a lot of scary information about her, but just take your time. Be willing to learn. Be willing to read a book on her, a book or two on her. Be willing to put the time and the effort in, because time and effort you put in, she will put in to you as well. If you do want to give her a physical offering, maybe start with something small. She likes fish, she likes garlic, she likes lavender, she likes wine, red wine, and this is UPG, rosé wine. Eggs are another traditional thing, mugwort, lots of things. But traditionally, in Hellenic times, back in the day, it would have been things like fish, garlic, breads, you know, meals like that. Red mullet is a fish she loves the most. But in my experience, stinky, oily fish. I love fish myself, so I don't mind. But things like sardines, and mackerels and things like that. Olives, cheeses, things like that. Set up a little space for her, you know, if things are going well, so you're being yourself. You've given her a candle. You're doing your research and being polite. You're speaking with her, you're doing readings with her, you're meditating with her. You've given her an offering. Well, why not give her a space, an altar space? And it doesn't have to be anything mega fancy. You don't have to have all these ornate statues. You could maybe just have a little necklace. Like these are cheap enough on Amazon. I swear I got this one on Amazon. You can get a little necklace like that, or print out her symbol, or draw it if you can. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Hecate does have elaborate rituals, don't get me wrong. There are some fantastic rituals you can do with her, and spells and ways to honour her. But when you're just starting out, I think those are some of the best ways. And go from there. I feel like that sums it up. Your relationship will naturally grow and will naturally progress from there. So honestly, I feel like there's not a lot more to it. For me, literally, I started out with her, it was over 5 years ago. What I remember of it, at first I got scared. And like a lot of us, I've noticed that a lot of us who follow her now were scared at first. So don't be surprised if you get scared too. It's natural, we've all been through it. But literally, I gave her a candle, wrong colour candle at first. Oops. I was new to divination even back then, but I tried my best. I was meditating with her. I was just being open and being myself with her. I gave her a little altar. I gave her flowers, and then I got scared. I threw it out. A few months went by. She never left. I started again. So the utmost advice I can give you to finish this off is patience. Have patience with yourself. Don't think you're going to have, you know, a high priestess hood with Hecate overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take time for you to get used to her energy and her to yours. So I hope that helped. And until next time, if you've got any questions first, let me know. Any hints and tips, put them in the comments. And stay safe and stay witchy. Bye.